Hello, this is Todd Summers, Director of Research and Development for SoftWrite. In today's video, I'll be presenting land cover based clutter in addition to TAP in release 7.6.3, which we are proud to introduce. This is introduced in May of 2022. So traditionally for land cover for a path study, this is just the demo project with one of the demo path studies loaded up. This is the Cheyenne Mountain to Castle Rock one we use a lot. Under the land cover tab down below, you can include land cover. Previously, there was just a single include land cover checkbox. Now it is broken into two. There is one that you click on to show land cover according to whatever portfolio you have selected above. And according to the loss template shown here, you can also apply land cover losses with this selection here. So if I go to, say, receive field over here, you'll see there's no land cover loss until I check apply land cover loss. And now you have land cover loss. These are separate. So you have the possibility to include them separately or together. That is up to the user to decide. The new addition in TAP under surface features, previously there was a single include land cover checkbox here. That has been replaced by a drop down with three options: none, surface features, and land cover clutter. Surface features is the traditional set of surface features, either the TAP 6 legacy ones, which are circle based, and the newer vector surface features, which are based on polygons in a shapefile. The legacy TAP 6 ones are built up in a CSV file, whereas the shapefile ones you can construct in Mapper and then include them here to include, say, building footprints or footprints of forested areas, for instance. So in this case, I've turned on surface features. You have your CSV for your traditional TAP 6 legacy type surface features, and then here's another one I built, a shapefile with buildings along this path. So if I switch over to the map view, you can see in the top-down view, the circle-based ones show as these. This is the traditional old-school TAP surface features. There's also buildings in here, which we've constructed along the TAP using the obstructions utility within Mapper, and we've constructed those for this path, retrieving buildings along the pathway. So those are included. This is the traditional way that TAP has done surface features, kind of discrete surface features. If I go back to the profile view, here's that large circle area. Just raises everything falling within that area by a prescribed amount according to whatever the feature says. You also have individual buildings. In this case, these are the individual buildings from the vector surface feature file along the path. Now, this works if you have the ability, if you have good building data along a path, or if you're dealing with a single path, like a microwave path, and you're able to go up and down the path and kind of delineate areas where you know you have raised terrain along your paths, especially important for microwave links when you're trying to evaluate line of sight. It may be simpler in some cases if you see from the land cover data that you have, forested areas over some portion or industrial areas over another portion, say these red area here, for instance, developed areas. You may say, okay, in this area, I know I have buildings of a certain height. It may be easier in this case, as opposed to doing discrete surface features, to do land cover based ones. So you can switch for clutter type to land cover clutter, and TAP will raise the terrain as a function of the land cover category. Now, how much is each category assigned in terms of additional height? You can go click on Clutter Template. Select the template from a drop down here. So you may have a demo land cover clutter based on NLCD. You may have one based on Modus. You can construct your own. You can click on New and create your own clutter template. You can make a copy of an existing one. You can import one as well. You can build one up, you can export one, generate a template, you can fill one out in a spreadsheet and then import into TAP if you'd like. So for each land cover category, if you generate a template, you'll get all the land cover categories. You can go through and you can select which land cover set you want to build off of. So NLCD, you can choose any of the existing categories, have an entry for that, and then for each one you can put in an elevation and elevation unit, meters or feet. Then you can click OK and save it. This is one that comes with TAP. This is just a demo land cover clutter for NLCD. You can load that up and then use it for your study. So this is one that's pre-built for TAP. Click OK, and then it raises clutter for a particular area. So you see the industrial areas for here are much higher than other areas. If you go over, you'll see a lot of forested areas in this range. So these forested areas are raised by a certain amount. So similar to the old school way that we did surface features, it effectively just raises the terrain, and it lets the propagation model sort out from the raised terrain what the received power is based on that. Now, this is here available within path studies. It is also available within coverage studies. Under surface features, you can do this selection. It is available in AutoPath studies. So for an AutoPath study, for instance, you can go under surface features and select the surface feature land cover clutter there, and additionally auto coverage. So if you're auto coverage study, you can select it under here as well. All those are available. You'll need to have land cover module, and you'll need to have maintenance of April 1st, 2022 or later in order to be able to access this feature. With that, I say good day and happy tapping. Enjoy the new feature.